Arif Muhammad war against the Islamic State ended earlier this fall when his until of Taliban fighters was ambushed by the terrorist group in eastern Afghanistan. A bullet shattered his femur, leaving him disabled and barely able to walk, never mind fight. But for the Taliban movement he served under, now the government of Afghanistan, the war against the Islamic State was just beginning. If we knew where they were from, we should pursue them and destroy them. Mr. Muhammad said from his hospital bed in Jalalabad, the capital of Afghanistan, as the Nangarhar province where the Islamic State has maintained a presence since 2015. In the 2 months since the Taliban took control of the country, the Islamic State affiliate in Afghanistan, known as Islamic State Khorasan as ISISK, has stepped up attacks across the country. This has placed the Taliban in a precarious position after spending 20 years fighting as an insurgency. The group finds itself wrestling with providing security and delivering on its hallmark commitment of law and order. This has proved especially challenging for the Taliban as they try to defend themselves and civilians in crowded cities against almost daily attacks with an army that was trained for rural guerrilla warfare. The surge in attacks has fueled growing unease among Western officials, with some predicting that the Islamic State, often considered a regional threat, could gain the capability to strike international targets in a matter of 6 to 12 months. Colin Kahl, U.S. Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, told lawmakers last week that the Taliban ability to pursue the group is to be determined. Mr. Kahl's sentiments underline the core concern of Western intelligence communities. There is little way to measure the Taliban's effectiveness against ISISK. There is no longer reliable access to intelligence as limited drone flights provide piecemeal information given the distance they have to fly just to get to Afghanistan, according to US officials, and the established network of informants has collapsed. The Taliban, who have refused to cooperate with the United States in countering the Islamic State, instead are fighting the war on their own terms with tactics and strategies that look far more localized than a government's campaign against a terrorist organization. The Taliban became accustomed to fighting as insurgents, relying on a range of asymmetric attacks to target Afghan and US forces, said Colin P. Clark, a counterterrorism analyst at the Sofan Group, a security consulting firm based in New York. But it seems clear that the Taliban has not given much thought at all to how the equation changes as a counterinsurgent, which is effectively the role they are playing now against the Islamic State. But where the Taliban have changed their strategy to fight against the Islamic State, once working together with the American and the former government to contain the terrorist group in the East, is on the diplomatic stage. As the Taliban seek international recognition, the group has used the resurgence of the terrorist group as a bargaining chip for more financial aid, according to Qatari officials, reminding other countries that a powerful Islamic State poses a threat to them as well. Recognizing the potential threat along its shared border with Afghanistan, Pakistan is feeding some intelligence to the Taliban about the Islamic State, according to US officials. Dr. Bashir, the head of the Taliban's intelligence arms in Jalalabad, who goes by one name, is one of the group leaders adopting to fighting a war as was once on the other side of as a Taliban insurgent. He is now responsible for defending and securing a city of several 100,000 people. In the last several years, Jalalabad has been an easy target for the Islamic State, which has dispatched cells of fighters into the city from surrounding districts carrying out assassinations. But the group has taken advantages of the weeks during which the new government was coming together and has drastically widened its reach.